live and in living color from New York, and my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's Sunday Night Live with the late Joey Reynolds Show, the world's first triple cast on radio, TV, and internet. Big J Sorensen, who are Joey's guests tonight?
Thanks, Shotgun Tom Kelly in Los Angeles on the late Joey Reynolds Show. Joey's got one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, the legendary Pat Cooper, award-winning singer-songwriter Giada Valenti, Drama Desk award-winning actor and playwright Jim Brochu, radio TV broadcaster, author, media coach, and one of the news anchors on the Joey Reynolds Show back on the departed but much-loved New York radio station 66 WNBC, Frank Zappola, plus award-winning performer, creative artist, and purveyor of amazement, Todd Robbins.
And now, here's Joey!
Swing, Joey, swing!
Burn, baby.
Joey Reynolds Show!
What a show.
One idea that's being floated.
It's not, who thought of it? Shoot that guy, whoever it was. Who thought of that?
I
mean,
it's
it's
the governor
unbelievable.
this time.
Now, you know, if I want to have something to grouse about, I call Pat Cooper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's nobody that
He hates everything.
No, he doesn't
No.
hate everything. He just hates you and me.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's all. Hi, Pat. How are you?
What do you mean we interrupted you? Are you kidding me? I got out of bed to do this epic. How
No,
are you, Joe?
I'm good. I wanted you to wear the Hamburg
I don't know
brewery
what
shirt.
they wanted me to do with it.
The Hamburg. This is a brewery that we're using for their sponsor coming
I'll
on.
buy one. Well, that's enough.
No, wear
How more do
one.
you want from me?
An endorsement.
There's no endorsement here. That's what kills this show. And endorse you because you know what? They're jealous that you have no sponsors, but you're a hit.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible thing, isn't it?
No, it's the best. You never get in trouble.
Well, yeah, we don't have any sponsors canceling because they're not here.
No, I got those here. Your background failed.
Yeah, is that right?
But that's great. That's great. Anybody can be successful. It's boring.
You're right.
It's
you know,
boring. So you're talking about, tolls or bridges, which is boring.
Yeah.
You got to talk about something that people are interested in.
well,
Like your partner here who don't say nothing. He's terrific. Every time there's a lull, he burps. How are you, Joe? What
Good.
can
How-
I do for you?
you're hearing pretty well today. I heard that your hearing was bad and your eyesight was bad,
No, it is.
which means you'd be ready for Congress.
Joe,
What?
Joe, please don't. I'm going to get a hearing dog.
You are a hearing ear dog.
No, just a hearing. Don't put earring there now, will you, please? Don't do what I just said to you. I know you're not that happy, Joe. So anyway, I'm falling apart. I'm leaving to do the memorial of Jerry Lewis. They called
Yeah.
me a couple of days ago. That was the biggest thrill in my life when I was home a couple of days ago. Because I wanted to be invited. Because just to show up that I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're always a good closer. You know,
No, what do you mean close?
you're a closer on all of the roasts. I mean, everybody knows who you are.
They didn't ask me to close.
What did they ask you to do?
They asked me, can you come down? I said, sure, I will walk to go to do this because I love this man, and this man was my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, and the biggest problem here, I says, he had no place to go, and he died. And I say that because a lot of performers don't have a background to go like I have. I went back to Pasquale Caputo.
Yeah.
They said, where you going when you retire? I said, I'm going to go where I came from, Pasquale Caputo. They says, you're back to that? Yeah. What about your career? Dream, I said. I had a dream. It's over. Finito. Boss. I do Joe Reynolds now when the wind shifts. But it's wonderful because to see that the man's wife remembered me.
Yeah.
And calls me, and I said, honey, I just can't explain to you what he did for me unbeknownst to him. I waited online when he was with Dean Martin for hours.
Yeah.
And one day he walks into my house in Vegas, this giant. and comes over to me. He says, let me tell you something. You're only one of you.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's very nice. He said, no, you got a rhythm of you. They can't steal off you.
Right.
And he sat down and ate 2 plates of pasta pizzelis. And I said, a Jew eating pasta pizzelis in my house, I saved the peas. Well, yeah, I saved the peas. It's like when I had the Viagra. It got hard in my mouth. I almost choked to death. So I said, my wife, you can't save peas. Yeah, I'm saving his peas. And this man, this giant, became my friend.
Wow.
And I'm saying, oh, my God. Until today, I walk past comics and they don't say hello to me. I said, geez, maybe they want the peas. You know, and you cry because I can't wait to get on that plane.
Yeah.
I don't care if they call me or they don't call me. I'm just was special that they said I want
Oh,
him
sure.
there.
Well, you're a good friend, and also one of the best friars too. You know, I mean, he was the head of he was the abbey for the friars.
But I got news for you. That's unimportant. He was my friend.
Yeah.
And we didn't hang out together, but when we bumped into it, he kept telling me, he says, you're in my business. Don't tell nobody that you're not in Jerry Lewis's business. You're a talented man. Because I didn't come on that strong.
Right.
He said, Pat, you do things that people, you have a wonderful rhythm. And I said, well, you know, thank my father didn't say, he goes, what the rhythm? He used to go poo-poo. What the rhythm?
You know,
That's the
we
rhythm.
didn't talk about this too much, but I remember seeing you over at the Friars. There was one event. I mean, I've been going there for years. I'm not a member, but I've always been an invited guest, you know. I thought Robert De Niro was in the room one time, and he's in the back while you were up there doing something.
Scorsese and him were in the back of me when Jerry Lewis fell asleep.
Yep.
And they said, Pat, he's asleep. I said, that's all right. I got 2 behind me. And I went after Scorsese. Why I didn't do his movie.
I remember.
No, but it was great. It was great because they said, well, you got some pair to say that about Scorsese. I said, I'll not only say it, I'll say it ever.
Wow.
Because I will not do his movie. Here was his movie. Hello, Ma. Hiya, son. Cut! I said, is that it, Mr. Scorsese? He goes, yeah, the movie's over. I didn't say nothing. Can I say the? And I got laughs by that, but
Well, they thought you were very funny on the
he
set.
had to think, no.
No?
I said, I don't want to do it. He said, what? I said, I don't want to do it. That's how much you give me. I'm a Pat Cooper. I got some name. What did I get a name for? Cut! I said, and he said, well, you know, and then Sharon Stone's going, you know, it's you're with De Niro. I said, I'm with nobody. I said, but I love his mother. His mother goes, you'll be where you are. and when my wife goes, why there's De Niro, Joe Pesci. I said, I'm not there for that. I said, you don't squeeze me in. You know, give me something. Make me faint. Maybe fall off a building, something. Let me punch De Niro. But you're going to give me cut? I got hurt. And he, after it was over, he said, you know, I said, what do you mean, well? I said, it was fun, Martin. But you know something? They didn't have an understandable that I was not just a stand-up comic. I was a naturally funny man and a natural actor. But when I made the sting of that, well, when I did Donald Trump's, did you hear? Why did you tell them to put that out when Donald Trump was hosting Don King, the fighter promoter, and they asked me to close that? And Trump, the president at that time, buried 7 comics before me with his attitude. And I couldn't wait till he got to me. And not only that,
What did you do? What did you say?
I went after him.
Remember some of the things you said?
No, but I went after him. Not only that, a couple of weeks later, I'm sitting in Madison Square Garden watching a boxing match. He's sitting behind me. I said, you see when you're a dummy where you wind up? And he looked at me, and I said, no, this guy's my president. So if they would put that and have a dinner and show that roast, it would be a bonanza to raise money to see the president as a host. You
Well,
know?
the reason he's president is because he had a television show as he was a reality show star. That's
We know
you got to
that.
be a celebrity in this country,
We know
or you
that.
don't get anywhere. We're celebrity crazy. You know that. We're crazy. Anyway, just crazy, but celebrity crazy.
Well, I don't know if that's so true. I think people are crazy because they're starting to realize there are more important things, like eating.
Yeah, and staying alive.
Right.
You know, and people who are sleeping in the streets of New York get me crazy. I mean, if you're going to sleep in the vestibule.
Well, I
I
saw.
slept in the hallways. It was wonderful.
I was at Starbucks. I saw a well-coordinated bag lady today. She looked like she was over at Lord and Taylor, with the cart. Now, I want to ask you about something, which is this has been on my mind since we talked about you coming to do the show. You know, when I was on WOR, you were a guest with Bob Grant, I think it was at the time.
Yeah.
And you were on the show, and Buckley, the owner of the station, came in. He says, "Yank him off the air." And he told the program director, and I said, "What was that all about?" He said, "Well, because he was making people laugh. See, they don't want people to laugh. They want them to be mad. They want people to turn the radio on and hear an argument and be mad about something. They're not interested in our bringing humor and making people joyful. They want us.
It's dying.
I know it is dying, and there's very few personalities left on the air right now, as you know.
It's dying because the people who are now around don't have the culture of American humor, don't have the understanding if we take away our humor, it's over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Now, you know
But
what?
you know what? I went after Howard Stern. I was a great guest on that show. And they say, "Why did you turn on him?" I said, "I didn't turn on him. I just let him know that he's out of order. With all this success, all of a sudden he didn't do these things." I said, "I confess what I did."
Yeah.
You know, I said, and they tell him, "Get him off." There was Opie and Anthony. "Get him off." I says, "Are you threatening him? Come here and take me. Come here and take me. I'm going after him because I want him to know you're a fraud when you say you didn't do that. That's not you. Who is it?"
Yeah, and he also created a controversy with your son, which was inappropriate, I think.
That's okay. You know, he was, what are you going to do with my son? A controversy.
Yeah. Well, that's controversy. That's what we. How do you do this show? The show doesn't have that.
We don't have controversy.
This show has the 17th floor.
That's right.
Think about it.
I think I'm going to jump out a window. We'll be right back.
This could have been.
And the Late Joey Reynolds Show is brought to you by TiedInMedia.com. Tied In Media takes the most successful brands, e-tailers, and millennialpreneurs to the next level. Click on Tied In.